So these are going to be the candied yams. If anybody knows how to make them healthy, I would sure like to know. So the way I make them, my aunt taught me in Mississippi, Aunt Bobby. I usually use my iron skillet because you get a better color, but it's never big enough to put them all in, and then I end up using 2 or 3 skillets, and it's so much mess. So just brown them on the side, and then you're going to candy them with the sugar. Add a little water, brown sugar, white sugar, and your spices, and then let them candy until they get tender. And then I like to put them in the pan and put a little marshmallows on top. But if there's any healthy way to make candied yams other than just having a baked sweet potato, I would love to know. So I'll show you a video, quick video when they're done. Or maybe while they're candying, I'll do a little video. Okay, let me get these browning. Okay, so the sweet potatoes are done browning. What I did is just brown them all little by little in that large frying pan, and then I moved them into the Dutch oven. This is the first time I've done that. Like I said, I normally use 2 or 3 pans. So now I'm just going to candy them. So I did have a little grease still in there from the frying pan. And just add some water. I don't know how much, maybe about a cup to a cup and a half. You know, we in the South, we don't measure anything unless you're baking. Sometimes we don't even measure that. This is just regular Domino brown sugar. Just throw some of that in there. I don't think you can go wrong. If you don't put enough sugar, they're still going to be sweet because they're sweet potatoes. If you put too much sugar, then that's okay too because they're candied yams. I was thinking maybe some people boil them instead of browning them in oil and then candy them, so it'll be a little bit healthier because you're not frying them in oil first. In the South, we fry everything too. And just putting some white sugar on there. You can use whatever sugar you're accustomed to using. Maybe you can use Splenda. I'm sure it's good. It is a good sugar substitute, but I've never tried it in my yams. Real quick, growing up, a typical breakfast for us was fried eggs, grits, fried pork, bacon, and biscuits. Or biscuits and gravy. And gravy is just grease and flour and sausage. Sausage is fried in grease, obviously. Or if you didn't have the grits and the bacon, you at least had a fried egg and toast with butter on it and jelly. I can't believe how we used to eat. I don't eat like that anymore. My husband and my daughter will not even touch an egg. My son likes eggs, but he likes scrambled eggs. And I normally eat egg whites. So this is my cayenne pepper. I know the labels are backwards. I'm filming in selfie mode. It's the easiest thing for me to do. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I'm just filming our Thanksgiving dishes for y'all to see. So I just put a little bit, maybe a little more. That's the secret, but now no longer a secret ingredient. And some cinnamon. If you want to measure, you could probably do a 1/4 teaspoon. And the nutmeg, just a little less of the nutmeg because it tends to take over. If you have fresh nutmeg, that would be really good. Then I'll just give it a quick stir and let that candy for a minute. Make sure the potatoes are tender. And then I'll put them in the pan to put the marshmallows in them. To put the marshmallows on top. And then I'll put the marshmallows under the broiler. Gonna be good. Best way to candy them is to leave the lid off. Because if you put the lid on, then it's just gonna kind of steam them more. You don't want that because then they'll turn to mashed candied yams, which some people like. There's nothing wrong with that. Starting to candy down. And because I don't ever get them cut up the same size, some might get a little bit mashed. Some may not even be all the way cooked, but that's okay because for Thanksgiving it's just the four of us and my mother. Nobody cares about an undercooked potato. You can see down there on the corner. I'd love to take that and drizzle that over an apple. So I'm going to pause and do one last clip when I put it in the pan and brown the marshmallows. Look who's here. Happy Thanksgiving. She got here as everything is done. So this is the candied yams with the marshmallows. I took my eye off of it the first time and burned them, but I scraped them off. And then I had some mini marshmallows I put on there and redid it, but it's going to be good. So Mom's going to make us the giblet gravy, and then I'm going to make some pies.
Okay, so I'm going to give Jill, squeeze your camera. I don't know where her camera is. I'm going to give Jill's yams a taste test.
Do you taste the secret, but not secret ingredient? It's not a secret anymore.
You put cayenne pepper in them?
Yeah, put them in my,
Ooh.
put them in my pie too.
Yep. Jill's secret sweet potato, yam, and pie ingredient. Cayenne pepper. Okay.